This song doesn't sound like any of their other songs, but it also sounds like a Ginger song. What is up, people of the internet? Today, Ginger has come out with a brand new song and official video for their song called Perennial. So we're gonna check that out. We've reacted to them probably 3 or 4 different times on this channel so far. I've liked everything that they've put out, especially their newer music. Really like that. Thank you guys for the support on the channel. It's overwhelming. We're adding almost 100 new people here a day on average. So that's just blowing my mind how much support it's getting. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. You're taking time out of your day to spend with me, clicking, watching my videos. I hope you know it means a lot to me. If you like what I'm doing here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join everyone else who has. Let's hop into this.
This autumn feels like funeral to me, the longest song of grief, and not for what has passed, but for what shall last.
Song has super different feel from any of their other stuff that I've heard so far. I really like that right there with the faster drum beat in the background, and then the kind of offbeat. Would it be offbeat? It's not really offbeat, but it's an odd timing on the guitar where the repeating of the riff is, but it has that faster drum beat in the background that's just constant through the whole thing. Mixture of that sounded really cool. Really like the snare drum. It has like super pop to it on this. This drummer has got to be one of my favorite drummers stylistically. The way he hits everything, his cymbal accents and everything, so watch out for that sort of thing. Really like the clean intro on this as well. I'm excited to hear more.
Exhausted nature is so tragic and so eternal. Oh, spectacular tears wrenching out yourself. Death blows are slowly crawling to the toes. As the last limb is falling off your head.
I'm here with her. I'm dressed with a few petals on my breast. We shared our creates and let the landscapes do the same. I love your warmth, but yet the fruit is living cold alone. We fixed our eyes up to the sky to see a flight, said us farewell.
Goodbye. Will we see each other next time?
The drum transitions that this guy does, they fit so well. They do that a lot in their songs where everything stops and he does a little drum fill. It's like a drum transition to the next part. That could really sound completely off and not work, but it does in their music for some reason. To me, anyways. I don't know if it's the way that he does the fill, lets you lean into the next riff coming in. I don't know, but it always seems to work in their music for me. The guitar tone, the bass tone, everything is like spot on what you would want for this sort of music, and they always nail it. Really like her voice, really like her singing. They have a really good balance of harsh vocals versus the clean singing. Always have a really good balance of that. It's hard to find things to critique about this band because they do everything so well.
Come back to celebrate this festival of life.
There is no fly to take a risk that would not return. Now cry and then die. Tomorrow I will meet you with yourselves restored.
things called ghost notes on the snare drum, where you hit little small hits that you can barely hear in between the bigger, louder snare hits. This drummer does a really, really good job where he places those. Also, that the high melody that you're hearing right now, that's not a guitar, that's the bassist. The bassist in this band, if you haven't ever seen him play, there's playthrough videos that the bassist himself has put up. I highly, highly recommend anyone who's a musician or interested in watching great musicians play. If you can't really tell listening to the full mix or listening to the video or whatever what exactly this bassist is doing, watch one of the playthrough videos. He does it with nothing else except for him playing and the drums. So you get a really good idea of what the drums are actually doing underneath as well, because you can hear it very clear, and what he's doing on the bass. So I would highly, highly recommend that. They also just released a drum playthrough video of their drummer doing one of the songs, which is also really, really good. So if you're interested in the more musical aspect of this band, definitely check those out. But the high melody on this part is played with the actual bass guitar. He's super, super good. The whole band, it's just like, it's a bunch of people who are super good at what they do, all got together and just make like badass music. And they have so many different flavors in their music as well. That's what I really like. They keep things interesting enough to keep moving through the song. They don't keep hammering on the same exact thing like a lot of bands do. They find something that works and just keep going back to the same exact thing. They always keep it like fresh and interesting. This song doesn't sound like any of their other songs, but it also sounds like a Ginger song, if that makes sense. There's also a shaker in the background of this part right here. Shakers, if you don't know what that is, it's that little ring type, like tambourine type thing. And those are used in mixes a lot more than you would actually think to fill in the little space. So right here, the drum beat's pretty basic. He's got the ghost notes in there. On the snare drum, he's got the snare drum hits. He's got the hi-hat working, but there's not really anything else going on, so there's a lot of space in the headphones that aren't taken up by all those distorted guitars and big low notes on the bass guitar, because he's doing that high part. So you throw in a little shaker in the background of this, it fills a little bit of a nice space in the mix. And if you're not paying attention, you probably wouldn't be able to hear that in the background, but to me it stands out.
Of mass destruction. Reconstruction, my biggest source of confusion, the reason of decay and disillusion, unto permanent eyes, we found breathless paradise. No, we're not dead. No, we're not dead, just enjoying coma.
From the ashes of my roots, the young man will rise to live again. This is poetry of youth. This is poetry of me and you. From the ashes of my roots, the young man will rise to live again. This is poetry of youth. This is poetry of me and you.
And they're just so good. Like, they're just so good at what they do. They're so good at moving the song along, but without making everything fly past you, without being able to hear the whole thing. The meaning of the video, to me, that kind of seemed like she was kind of looking in the mirror, braiding her hair. She had that old style clothing on. Made me almost think of like her being forced to like go through a routine or try to fit into a mold where she doesn't actually want to be or be a part of. And then you see digging at the ground, and coming out of the ground is the guitar, metaphorically like digging for herself almost. Like her music is down there, that's in her. She's being forced to like kind of live this life or this lifestyle that she not really wants to be a part of. Maybe like symbolic of a parent figure that's kind of forcing rules on them, trying to get them to believe what they believe, not be who they actually are. Maybe that's kind of symbolic of that sort of thing. And then she goes out into the woods where everything's calm and she's just circling around. Her hair is let down. She's just kind of spinning, looking around, kind of free of all of that. That's kind of what I took from the video. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought the video meaning was. Really liked the whole entire song. All the instruments, really good as always. It's like they went in a new direction, but it's still them, like I said before. They like continue to improve, and they're one of the only bands that I've really heard that continue to improve. It had clean elements, it had more harsh elements. The music video's good. Her voice, clean singing, and the harsh vocals are good. The bass guitar player always kicks ass in this band. The drummer always kicks ass in this band. I've said this in every video of them. Everyone like contributes for the betterment of the song itself instead of being all completely show-offy and flashy. Like they know what they're doing, they know they're good at it, and they do it well and together. Everything's cohesive. Nothing's fighting for space. They just make kick-ass songs. So those are my thoughts on Jinjer's Perennial. Like I said, let me know what you guys thought about the video itself, meaning in the comments below. Did you like the song as well? I would like to hear your thoughts. If you guys like what I'm doing here, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join everyone else who has, and I'll see you in the next video.